So I have this watch that I don't wear, and it has an alarm set on it for 5 p.m. And have it shut in a closet, and I've never bothered to turn off the alarm or get rid of the watch. So I don't hear it. It doesn't bother me. Occasionally I'll hear it and I'll be like, oh, it's the watch alarm in the closet. But it annoys my husband. And so he mentioned this the other night and said he was going to smash the watch with a hammer or something. And I decided in that moment that I was going to enlighten him. There was a stainless steel bowl that I had recently washed sitting on the counter, and in my head I just made this really fast judgment that reminds me a lot of the time when I was 3 or 4 and I had a tricycle, and I just had this epiphany that if I rode the tricycle down the front steps that it was going to be brilliant and wonderful, and why had nobody ever thought of this. And so, like, in this impulse or whatever, I think that my stainless steel bowl is going to act exactly like a Tibetan sound bowl. And so I want him to experience this, and I want him to show him that there's sound and there's no sound, that the sound never really disappears, and that he shouldn't be annoyed with my watch alarm. So I hit the stainless steel bowl with a spoon. I had no music education early on in life because rural schools or something. That's just my excuse. But anyway, so I hit the bowl with a spoon, and it makes this incredibly loud, short clank, which amuses me so much that I spend the next 5 or 10 minutes laughing, and he continues to be somewhat unimpressed. He may have cracked a smile. I don't know. But anyway, it taught me in that moment that I can't teach anybody else anything. And when you're truly teaching, you are teaching yourself. And it's always the best time is when you're completely open to realizing what ridiculous stupidity you have taken part in. That's all it's about. Getting to that place. We see our stupidity and we feel bad sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay for things to be that way. But that's what it is. That's where it's at. And I really don't want anyone to watch these videos and think that this is some example of some perfect person who's showing in any way, whatever. When I'm feeling good and I have something that happened that's funny or feels good or something that was revealed, I make a video and I share it. Share things, teach, because when you do it, when you start expressing things, you make connections that weren't there before, and you feel fully when you express with every word what the resonance of that is, rather than just thinking you know. Duality is a really fun thing because it isn't. My son, I think they're becoming more popular, but Prince Rupert's drops. He's watching like these things on YouTube about Prince Rupert drops, and I'm a glass artist, so he demanded that I make one. And they're kind of dangerous, so you should have safety glasses and like explode them underwater if you make one or buy one or something. But what it is you take glass and you let it drop into cold water, and it creates this tadpole looking thing. And the tadpole, like the head of the tadpole, is the most indestructible thing. You can like try to pinch it or hammer it. It shocked me because I know glass. I work with glass all the time. Glass is a material that's fragile in some cases, but also fairly strong. It holds up. We have drinking glasses and vases, and as long as they don't have a large fall or a large temperature drop, they're perfectly fine. But this totally defies because of the way the tension is dispersed. However, if you snap the tail of a Prince Rupert drop, the whole thing explodes into pretty much fine powder. And it's not the way glass acts at all. It's just this something about the shape. Everything in life is like that moving back and forth, like the high tide, low tide, new moon, full moon. Everything is sort of a dance between that for creation, for pleasure. And so often we think that enlightenment or non-duality or awakening or something is that sound, that beautiful sound bowl, the perfect sound. And it is too, and even more fun, the exact opposite, sacrilege, what we didn't expect. There is no rebellion in non-duality. I see so many comments, I see so many discussions refuting what is said. Something may not resonate, but that's for fun. That's what's so interesting about the Prince Rupert's drop, or the fact that we make candy like the gummy worm, the sweet, delectable candy in the object that you want to eat the least. It's supposed to be fun, but we get caught when we start believing one way or another way, and it never works. One more observation I just want to share. I used to think that there was something special about non-duality, like it was more evolved somehow, or than religion. It wasn't religion. But now I see every single thought has the potential of being believed, and exclusion of something else has the potential of dogma. And so every single label we stick on things, even if it seems to be coming closer and closer and closer to the truth, what did Jesus come here to teach? And then it was turned into Christianity and all the other religions. Buddhism, it's all the same thing. There is literally no religion. There's no exclusion. Atheism, more exclusion than it's not. There's just no exclusion. There's no arguing. There's no rebelling against it. There's no agreeing with it. Nobody's ever gonna get it. You can't teach anybody anything. Isn't that conveniently inconvenient? Like hitting a stainless steel bowl and expecting it to make a beautiful sound.